Hey Aries, welcome to your weekly reading. We're going to take a look at the week of January 13th. We're going to see what message comes out for Aries. What do they need to hear for their week? What energy is representing their week? Thank you so much. Receiving home-based. Home is the harbor of the soul. It's the safest place you can be. Change your environment. So definitely seems like some of you are looking into or should be looking into switching up your home life, switching up your surroundings. Now, that doesn't mean you are going out to buy a house, although it could be for some of you part of your weekly endeavors, maybe looking on Zillow or things like that, looking at houses that are around you. But I feel like a lot of you, this is an opportunity to switch things up within your house. So changing the functionality of rooms, maybe painting rooms, updating rooms, things like that. So definitely a good week, it sounds like, to really focus on updating your home, making your home more of a safe place for you, if that makes sense in your life right now. But we're going to go and pull some cards. We're going to pull a card for each day of the week. So let's go ahead and get started. What do we have for Aries for Monday, please? Receiving the Devil, starting off with the Devil energy. Interesting. For Tuesday, we have Four of Wands. Wednesday, we have the Two of Cups. Thursday, you have the Fool. For Friday, we have the Emperor. And for the weekend, we have Page of Pentacles. All right. Bottom of the deck, you have the Five of Wands. So for me, this feels like a time where this week is just going to be a time where you have a lot going on, a lot on your plate. There might be some competition for your attention during the week. There might be a lot of people or things requiring attention from you. So just something to keep in mind. That could be why we're starting off with that Devil energy here, because the Devil is all about things that stop us from moving forward, things that are getting in our way, obstacles. A lot of times this has to do with ourselves, our internal thought process is slowing us down, questioning the things that we're supposed to be doing. So keep that in mind as you start off the week, that there is going to be this feeling of being blocked from moving forward, things being in your way. Very short term, as we can see here. So the Devil energy can also symbolize temptations or addictions coming in. So some of you might be coming off an exciting weekend where maybe you were doing, I always consider this, the card of having a little bit too much fun. So you're starting to feel the effects from it. So just something to keep in mind. Now, Tuesday, you jump into the Four of Wands, and this is a great card for celebrations, celebrating successes, successful end to projects. This is my finish line card. So for some of you, this is a feeling of crossing over a finish line. It does open up the door to new opportunities here, as we see with the Fool. I just feel like this is your opportunity to cross some things off the list. And it's giving you this feeling of not having to worry about this anymore, because it's no longer a necessary thing for you to keep your eye on, or it's no longer, I feel like it's something that's been on your to-do list for a while and it's really been slowing you down. That could be that Devil energy. It might be just that you're finally like, you know what, I need to get this off the list. I want this done, and we're getting it done. So it is this feeling of relief on Tuesday. And you jump onto Wednesday with the Two of Cups. And the Two of Cups is a good card for equal give and take, a working partnership. So this can be your current relationship that you have. This could be a working relationship as well, where, it doesn't have to be a love relationship. A lot of times it is, though. But this is just this feeling of working together, that you're like an equal team at this point, where they're almost like taking things off of your plate. So Two of Cups, a very positive card. It's all about bringing balance to your life, taking things off of your plate. I really love to see the Two of Cups, especially when we feel like we are kind of buried in the things that we have on our list of things to do. Now, I feel like because those things are being taken off your plate, it's freeing up some time for you. And this is what brings us into the Fool. So I said we have this successful completion to projects. We have, it's almost like somebody new coming in and taking care of things that were once on your to-do list, which then gives you this opportunity with this new energy, this new beginnings, able to start new projects or able to try new things. So it's almost like you've been waiting and waiting and waiting, and now you finally have the time to start putting in to this new journey And like I said, I do feel like this is more of a trying new things, trying to maybe go after. It's almost like like I said, your time is freed up and you have the ability to go after some things that you've said, I'll do this as soon as I have time. And now we're there. So the Fool card is all about taking those risks, starting something new that you've kind of been dreaming about starting here. So Thursday, very good sign for that. And then you end with Friday with the Emperor. And it's like you're taking this Fool energy one step further, because the Emperor is all about playing chess. He's all about planning out his next 2-3 moves and being ahead of the game. Now, the Emperor card is a card of Aries as well, so this could be representing you to the T. This is just confirming that your week will be similar to this, the fact that you're coming up in this reading at the end of the week. Now, the Emperor card is a card about having discipline as well. So we start over here with the Devil, where it's like almost like a feeling of not having discipline, a feeling of just going towards whatever it is that we want to do and not worrying about the outcomes. Whereas the Emperor, he's worried about the outcomes because he wants to make sure that he's ahead of the game. So definitely a big 180 here that we see happening, where you switch from the Devil to the Emperor. So very positive sign as you end that week. And then you jump into the weekend with the Page of Pentacles. And the Page of Pentacles is a great sign when we think about finances, when we think about opportunities suddenly appearing before us. You know, with the Page of Pentacles, we see that there is a pentacle that just suddenly appears within their hands here. Okay, so this is something that suddenly appears. It could be, like I said, an opportunity. It could be positive news about your current finances or your career. But a lot of times this does have to do with our material possessions or our finances because of the pentacles. And something I always point out with this card when I see it is she's standing on one leg, and that just makes me feel like there is balance coming to your life here. So we go from this Fool energy where she's almost letting go and falling backwards to the Emperor, where he's saying, okay, we're going to be a little more strategic with what we're doing. We're not just going to, you know, throw everything to the wind and see what happens. And then you have the Page of Pentacles where, okay, now we have some balance. Now we have some semblance as far as what we're going to be doing moving forward into the next week. So I get this feeling that the weekend is this time where you can kind of circle back and reflect and look at the past week and say, okay, here's what worked and here's what didn't, and here's what I'm going to apply towards the next week when we get into the office or when we start working again. You know, and again, going back to that home base, you know, some of you might be having more of an opportunity to work from home at this time, or you're kind of spending more time focusing on that home base. And just like I said, making it work better for you and be almost a solution to a lot of things that are taking up a lot of your time around the house. Just finding ways to simplify things around the house. So overall, very positive signs for your week for January 13th. I hope you have a great week. Make sure you check out YouTube Shorts and TikTok, where I post a daily tarot video, just a quick little reading. And I'll see you in your next reading. Goodbye.